good. How are you? I think I've got it working. Hopefully I do. If not, then I don't know. I've never gone live on YouTube, so this is all new to me. Oh yeah, I am live on YouTube. I am live. All right then. Arsenal have just beaten Wigan 4-0 in the FA Cup. A huge win. I mean, honestly, first half we started well. Second half, very, very poor. 0 goals. In second half, it was literally 0-0. I mean, 0-0 against a League One side that's fighting for relegation. That's not the best, is it? But first half, getting 4 goals, that's all you need, to be honest. Into the fifth round. And what more can you ask for? I mean, Gabriel Martinelli, Jesus, who else? Madueke, and then own goal again, Ole, all getting the goals. 4-0 to the Arsenal, all in the first half. 2 injuries, though, which is never good. Calafiori, again, in the warm-up, not even in the first half, in the warm-up, in the space of 2 months, Calafiori has picked up 2 injuries in the warm-up. He is literally built with sticks. I'm not even joking. He is so injury-prone. He's such a good left-back, but he's so injury-prone. It's so frustrating because, honestly, on his day, he's one of the best Arsenal players, technically on the ball. Going forward as well, he offers us so much, but he's always injured, and it's so annoying. And then Ben White as well, literally the exact same as Calafiori, always injured. Like, when is he never injured? Again, comes off injured. I think it was just being precautious. I don't think he's actually going to be out for a long time, but it is very frustrating. And I mean, it kind of makes the game a bit more negative than it should be. We did win 4-0, but 2 injuries is never good, especially when you're fully rotated, and the last thing you want is injuries. 1 injury is bad enough, but 2, it's not great, and it's in the left back and the right back situation, so it isn't great. If you're on the TikTok, I am live on YouTube, so make sure you go check that out, Callum Talks AFC. But let's get straight into the game. I mean, the first goal, it was like in the opening 8 minutes. Eze with a beautiful pass into, who was it? Noni Madueke, breaking the lines, and that's exactly what you need. You need someone that can break the lines. We've always just passing it side to side, and I know we're playing against Wigan. They're fighting for relegation in League One. They're probably not trying to go too much into this game because they don't want to risk injuries as well, because they need their players for important games coming up. I'm pretty sure they've got a midweek game against Luton, so I think their priority is already focused onto Luton, but never take it away from Eze. Brilliant pass into Madueke, and all it takes from Madueke is composure and end product, and that's something that Madueke has lacked in recent games across the entire season, maybe even in his entire career. He's not been that great in front of goal apart from a few occasions, and you're just thinking, just slot it into the back of the net and we're good. And he's done exactly that, and it was a beautiful finish into the bottom corner. 1-0 to the Arsenal. And then who was it, the second goal? Gabriel Martinelli. I mean, it was Eze again. Eze with another beautiful pass, breaking the lines once again, and that's exactly what you need. Not only for Eze's confidence, but also for I'm talking on YouTube, that's why. But you put me off. But yeah, that's exactly what you need for Eze's confidence. Also, Martinelli, beautiful finish. Again, all you need is composure, and he just slots it into the back of the net. It's actually a great finish. If you look at the angle where he shot it at, it was actually a good finish. And Arsenal lead 2-0 in 15 minutes? We're cruising through the game, and then own goal again, Ole makes it 3-0, absolutely buzzing. And I'm just thinking to myself, 20 minutes into the game, with 3-0 up, can we make it 6, 7, 8 or 9 or maybe even 10 goals? Can we get double digits goals? But it ends up we only went 4-0. The fourth goal, Gabriel Jesus, composure. The 3 goals is all composure and it's clinical. Jesus just dinking the ball over the top of the keeper. Arsenal 4-0 in this opening 22 minutes of the game. It was brilliant, and then we just cruised through the game. They didn't really tempt us going forward, apart from a few occasions where we looked a bit too relaxed defensively and we're giving away sloppy passes, or even giving them a free shot on goal. I don't know how they didn't score in that first half. They were literally one-on-one, volleyed it straight into Kepa. He should have done better there. But overall, I'm happy. Let's just go straight into football, Bruno. I'm gonna end the TikTok live. I'm on YouTube, by the way. Callum Talks AFC. Alright, let's go on to Foot Mob. Foot Mob. Oh, it's not who we want. There we go. 4-0, as we all know. We won 4-0. Brilliant result. Couldn't ask for much better, to be honest. I mean, wait, let me put so I can see the chat. Hold on. But yeah, 4-0 to the Arsenal. I've said that about a million times. I am happy with the result, but at the same time, I wanted more. I wanted more goals. Goals is what you really want, especially if you're playing a team like Wigan and you're 4-0 up in the opening half an hour. You want to see more goals, and unfortunately, we didn't. Onto the lineup, though. We did start off with a semi-strong lineup. I didn't expect Saliba to start. I didn't expect Saka to start. The only reason why he did start was because Calafiori got injured, and the rest of the lineup, I'm pretty sure I predicted it anyways. So it was perfect. Starting off in goal, Kepa. I thought Kepa was good. I thought his distribution was good. He made a few crucial saves here and there, which actually kept us within the clean sheet. We wanted the clean sheet, and he kept us there, which is good. Miles Lewis-Skelly, now, he got a yellow card. I just think defensively, he is so poor. Like, he gets beaten by the wingers or by whoever's going down that right-hand side so easily. It is a bit concerning, but going forward, which, to be honest, majority of the game we were going forward, so he didn't really have to do too much defensively. Going forward, he's always good going forward. He is a natural midfielder, so getting the ball and just progressing through the lines, that's always what he's good at. So good from him. Mosquera, I just thought, like always, composed. He looked very good once again. I'm happy with his performance. William Saliba. Now Taylor, their striker, some reason was purely on Saliba. I don't know why. I don't know why wouldn't you go target Mosquera, the weaker defender? Don't know why he did that, and Saliba just locked him up completely as usual. And I think the plan was to give him 60 minutes and take him off for Marley Salmon, and that's exactly what happened. No injuries with him, which is perfect. Ben White, I actually thought looked very good going forward. I mean, he did pick up an injury, which is unfortunate. I think it was his hamstring, but it doesn't look to be too serious, which is good. But it's never nice picking up a hamstring injury, especially if you're Ben White, who literally picks up a hamstring injury every other week. Onto the midfield. Eze, man of the match according to Football, 2 assists in the opening 20 minutes. In my opinion, he looked very good, a lot better than the midweek game against Brentford when he got hooked off at 45 minutes. Hopefully, he will start against Wolves because Ødegaard wasn't in the squad today. He wasn't pictured in training. I don't think he'll be fit for their next game against Wolves. Hopefully, he is. If not, Eze will be probably starting in the 10. And it's a good confidence boost. I mean, he had a good performance. Not only did he get 2 assists, I think on the ball, he just looked very silky, confident. He was breaking the lines. He was getting a few shots off here and there. And he could have scored 1 or 2 goals as well if his shooting boots were on. Norgard, he got man of the match on TNT. And honestly, that performance, after that performance, if he doesn't start more games, especially in the Premier League and maybe even in the Champions League, then I don't know what he has to do. Because, oh my God, Norgard is fantastic. On the ball, he is unbelievable. He got an assist. Did you see that pass to Gabriel Jesus? Pinpoint, and all Gabriel Jesus had to do is dink the keeper, which obviously is never easy. But that all started because of Norgard, and fair play to him. What a performance that was. And I expect Zubamendi to be rotated a lot more after that Norgard performance. He deserves to start against Wolves, in my opinion. You need to rest Zubamendi. And what better to rest him against Wolves, our next game, rest him just before the North London derby and bring in Norgard, because he can definitely do a job in that 6 role next to Declan Rice. Going forward now, Martinelli, I thought he just looked good. He looked confident on the ball, doing the defender in and out. He got his goal, which was well deserved. I can't remember what his goal was actually like. What was his goal like? Oh, it was the second goal, obviously, where Eze pushed the ball through the back line and all Gabriel Martinelli had to do was just shoot the ball on target with a bit of power. And that's exactly what he did. The keeper Tickle couldn't get anywhere near it. Saka in the 10. Now this was interesting because Calafiori got injured, right? So we had no one to play. We had someone. We had to fill in with someone on the bench. So Saka came on, right, for 45 minutes. I think that was the initial plan. Calafiori's out injured. Saka comes in, but he's only going to play for the first half. And I thought it was interesting. Madueke and Saka on the same pitch, basically like in and around the same area as well. So their left hand side, Wigan's left hand side, they were just going through it all because Saka, Saka, Madueke, and Ben White going down that right hand side relentlessly. That must be painful. And honestly, Saka, I don't mind him in that 10 position, but would I want to see it in a more competitive match? Probably not. I think he is better down that right hand side. Madueke again getting another goal. He got a goal against Brentford. He got a goal and an assist against Leeds United. Another goal today against Wigan. I thought he was good once again. I mean, every single time he gets the ball, you know he's going to do something with it. Well, either he's going to beat his man, or he's going to cross the ball into the box, or he's going to do both at the same time. He's always going to provide you something going forward. And I think, again, today, the Wigan's left-hand side just had no chance, especially for the third goal, the own goal, where down that right-hand side, you saw the link-up between Saka and Madueke. And honestly, like, what can you do? Like, Madueke beats his man, and then what do you want? You catch up to Madueke, he passes the ball to Saka, and you're thinking, oh my god. Saka crosses the ball into the box, and it causes an own goal. And own goal is doing wonders for us this season. Oh my days. And then finally, Gabriel Jesus to complete the 11, got his goal, brilliant goal. I think on the ball he looked okay. He wanted to get more goals, you can tell. Like there was a few chances where he could cross the ball into the box. He shoots, he wants his goal, but you don't blame him. 4-0 up. I mean, what more do you want? I think his overall game was good. And I think overall the starting 11 was spot on. I think Saliba I was a bit shaky with, but at the end of the day, it worked off fine. I mean, he was ill against Brentford, so maybe it was just some match fitness. Onto the bench, you obviously had Victor Gyökeres came on, hit the post, didn't really do much. Marley Salmon coming on for his home debut. He came on against Club Brugge away from home, but he didn't start. He hasn't started or come off the bench in a home game, so that was his first ever time. And I actually thought he looked composed on the ball, doing little few passes here and there with the Arsenal players. I just thought he looked very good. Leandro Trossard, again, he just looked so threatening going down that left-hand side. Martin Zubimendi came in for an injured Ben White, just calmed the game down, even though it was already quite calm already. And then Tommy Setford, the goalkeeper, coming on, which is quite interesting. But if you remember a couple of years ago, Mikel Arteta did say that he's not afraid to make goalkeeper substitutions throughout the game. And Kepa wasn't injured. He was actually happy to come off for Tommy Setford to make his debut. And he only had one thing to do, and he did it perfectly, and that was collect a cross, which was actually quite difficult. Imagine five to eight grown men from Arsenal and Wigan players all fighting for one ball, and you're a 19-year-old making your home debut, and you just come easily, composed, collect it. So that's exactly what you want. And then obviously we had Gabriel Hincapié, O'Neill, who got called up. He was the extra man, but Calafiori got injured, so he got called up onto the bench. And Declan Rice as unused subs. I think the only negative from the game that you can take away is Calafiori getting injured and potentially Ben White getting injured for a while as well. It's never nice to see injuries, and especially to them two specifically, because them two always suffer with constant injuries, and it's like, oh, when do they ever get a rest? And it seems like they never will. It's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. But overall, I am happy. Into the 5th round of the FA Cup. The cup draw is tomorrow, just before the Macclesfield and Brentford game. Hopefully we get another easy draw at home where we can fully rotate and won't have to worry about anyone having to start like a full 11, because you seen like Liverpool against Brighton, they had to play a full 11, and it's like that's the last thing that we want, because the amount of games we have played, I think we've already played 41 games this season, which is more than Manchester United will play the entirety of the season. They can only go up to 40 games. We've already played 41 and we're in February. So we have played a lot of games, and it's all about rotating and getting the easy draw at home or even away. It's always nice to just rotate, give some players some minutes, and rest the key players like Gabriel, like Declan Rice. But yeah, I mean, overall, you can't really complain. Like, it was just a dominant performance. 73% possession to their 27. If you look at the momentum, where's the momentum chart? I seen it earlier. It was crazy. It's literally all Arsenal. Just take a look at this. Apart from a few stints here and there, it was all Arsenal. We dominated them, and we deserved the win. I mean, obviously, if you look at that, imagine if we lost the game after all of that momentum. That is ridiculous. But 4 goals all coming in the first half, 0 goals in the second half. Bit disappointing. I wanted more, but can't be too greedy, can you? 2.37 xG. They had 0.36, and honestly, their first opportunity from that striker, it should have been a goal. Like, if he had his shooting boots on, that is a goal. But enough of the foot mob. That will be the end of the live. Thank you everyone for watching. It was my first ever TikTok live. I mean, not TikTok, YouTube live. I will try to do this a bit more often, and then also post YouTube videos on the side, just building up the community. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you tomorrow if I do post a video, or if I go live. But yeah, thank you all for watching.